should not control who you are as a human being or as a person. If your emotions keep controlling that, you're gonna be lost because people know how to push emotional buttons. So I always tell people, don't cry when your children are in a bad situation. Now I seen a video yesterday. Grandmother was in an interrogation room talking to her grandson. She said, I don't know what's happening with him or what's going on. She said, but I know that he in a bad situation. Little boy started crying. But you unalive somebody. So I don't really care when somebody 15 to 16 unalive people because I don't make excuses because when I was 15 to 16, I knew what to do and what not to do. I knew I shouldn't be using guns. I knew I shouldn't shoot no anybody. So you're gonna sit here and tell me that that's okay to unalive somebody? Hey, you going out this world backwards, and it's bullshit. So I feel that you should suffer the consequences like anybody else. That's why you got to raise your children to have love, respectful people, honor and loyalty, and also a belief system and your higher power. No matter Confucius, Buddha, or God, because these young men and women are out of control. But the OGs are out of control. And I'm going to show you a prime example of that. You look at people like Whack 100. You look at people like Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, Big U, Trick Trick. All these are grown ass men trying to press and extort people. These are the people you want to be your OGs. An OG should be telling every young man and woman to get an education, get a job, to do the right thing. If they don't, they are not respecting the trades of being OG. OGs do the right thing at all times. I understand you might be out here on the street, but you don't want that little dude to follow your path because you know that's a path of destruction. But now the OGs don't care because they got the young guy or the young girl who emotionally not developed, emotionally wrecked, and they can use them as crash dummies. So we got to stop that. We got to stop letting people have control of our kid thought processes. And parents, you got to start being around your kids more. You got to start using every dime, every day, every moment to be with your child and spend on them. You got to let them know everything in about materialistic stuff, but you still can take them out to eat and talk to them, show them different cultures, show them how to act in certain situations, show them they ain't always got or be ghetto when they go places. You got to stay at the bars. You got to be a parent. You can't be their friend. So why I get so mad when I see what's going on in the African American community. I can't speak on nobody else's community, but in the community that I grew up in, it's in disarray. It's destroyed. It's horrible. The black community is horrible. Anywhere you go, it's destruction. I'm a criminal law student. I don't believe and I just believe that if we don't step up and do the right thing in our own community, it's gonna be over. Because 10 years from now, the way it's going with the finances, with education, street culture, our kids gonna be so lost because the times are changing fast and rapidly and right in front of them with cryptocurrency, robotics, AI, and these are things our kids ain't gonna know about. So they're gonna be out here just running around here doing criminal activity. Then they're gonna start building mega prisons like how they do it in other foreign countries, where they're gonna have tens of thousands of people in a mega prison where they had no communication with their families and their loved ones. Y'all don't see the play? Because it always starts with somebody else. Everything that the United States and other countries do, they follow somebody else pilot and see what they're gonna do, how this shit gonna work. So if our kids are not educating ourselves and y'all not taking care of these kids, making sure these kids mentally are prepared for the next challenges in the next 10 years or 2 decades, it's gonna be a lot of failed children and a lot of failed fathers and grandparents. We can't keep bullshitting. We can't keep bullshitting because, like I said, I always tell people I'll be 60 in November. So 7 months from now, I'll be 60. I made it to 60. I'm planning on making it to 110. But a lot of people are not because they ain't gonna have the mental fortitude. And What are you talking about? You about to whistleblow on? Now you just you saying something, but you ain't giving a description or nothing. You talking about they hanging themselves, or whatever. What are you talking about? Elaborate. If you elaborate on, maybe have a conversation on. But I'm with criminal law students, and I don't believe that they are hanging themselves. So you saying something. If you're gonna say something, make sure you tell us exactly what you're talking about, what you're leading on to. And like I tell people, never, ever, 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 ever confuse this shit in this world that they care about you. They want you on Section 8. They want you in the projects. They want you on welfare. They want you doing criminal activity. They want you gang banging. They want you a drug addict. They want you a prostitute. They want you a pimp. These are things that they striving for, the hope that our people do. Because if I got you doing this kind of shit, I have control over you forever. You will never get yourself back. You will never get yourself back. I'm always control you. So that when I came home from prison, I made sure that I was gonna put myself in the right situation around the correct people. Cause I told myself, man, I ain't trying to go back to that shit. I don't never want to put myself in a situation where I don't have control of anything. But the way the things that we doing now, we putting our children in a bad place where they gonna end up being the modern day slaves inside that penitentiary. Now I'm gonna give y'all this with closing. Man, wake up. Y'all better wake up now, man. Cause like I said, 10 years go so fast, 20 years, it's gonna be a whole different world out here. So you ain't prepared and you putting yourself in a bad situation. What's up? You gonna be lost.
You got a gold Rolex? Look up what they asking for.
It's all depends. They ain't ask for nothing cheap.
They want old gold. They looking for old ones, used Rolexes. They're in high demand right now.
Yeah, but shit ain't gonna pay you nothing for them.
No, I was just saying. I was just asking you, did you know about it? Oh.
So you got to make sure your kids be prepared, because 20 years from now, it's going to be horrible out here, and there's going to be a lot of people out jobs, a lot of people out Section 8 and welfare, and we got to make sure that we prepared. Peace out, Os.